We are so back. Also, new title screen. Since the last time I played, which was nearly 2 weeks ago from what I saw. Yeah, I need to get better at that. And we have a lot of people to talk to still. Who knows what we'll get done today. Let's see. Bahad and Gray. Alright, it's about time to get started on your way to becoming a senior bracer. Yes, sir, I'm ready. But before I send you off from branch to branch, I want to ask you one thing, Gray. What are you striving for? Striving for? I guess I want to be someone capable of helping those in need. Not a bad answer, but it's a little bland, don't you think? Listen, Gray, keep a hold of your ideals. Don't lose sight of them, draw strength of them, and the path forward will always be clear. Can't help anyone when you're lost yourself. You got a good heart, but you better not forget that. Yes, sir. Draw strength of my ideals. Alright, let's get going. We still have stuff to do before we wrap up. Yes, sir. I'll work my hardest today with you, sir. Okay. Oh, he has something you need to say. Huh? Well, miss, are you... Me? I'm Farida. No idea you had a Kruger on your payroll, Spriggan. Pulling out the big guns, huh? I heard about that case you solved the other day. I regret it if you keep kicking the hornet's nest. Yeah, I gotcha. Like I'm trying to get us in trouble. I might have missed the mark a little there. Still, I'm impressed how far and wide the Kruger are known. I don't think anyone from the Central East could possibly not know about him, especially a bracer with the salt. I get the feeling that this guy really knows his stuff. He might even know Abby and everyone else. Maybe. Listen, I'm not trying to rain on your parade or anything, just be careful. Not everyone will be too fond of what you get up to. Careful you don't go worrying Elaine.
Riverside is a popular spot for tourists.
Yes.
There are warehouses along the river, too. Take note of that, newbie.
Oh yeah, that's what
Riverside,
we're giving that
popular,
tour.
warehouses, and done.
Odie. I'm just about done with everything today. Once I wrap up here, I'll be heading to see Jess's performance. Got floor tickets, so I gotta hurry and find a good spot. After that, it's a drink and some vibing for the rest of the night.
Well, if it isn't Van.
Nice introduction. These drawings are some of your best work, Miss Coconut. The heat of combat comes across so well in them. But there are a couple parts that don't make sense to me, like this cut here. Why are they suddenly playing tic-tac-toe? It's a joke. Sometimes I get tired of drawing all the action during the fight scene, so I put in a joke here and there. You know, it helps liven the mood. Sorry, Miss Coconut. I guess I just don't get it. Your comic serialized in a magazine for boys. Shouldn't it be straightforward and action-packed? Yeah, you're not wrong. I guess it's back to the drawing board for me. Just cut out that one section. Is that hard? Please feel free to consult me before submitting your next chapter storyboard, Miss Coconut. Might be able to make a killer storyboard if Cronin writes a script for me. Believe it or not, Miss Coconut is a renowned comic book artist. She acts very laid back, but her stories are full of action-packed battle scenes. It's my responsibility as her editor to support her, no matter what. Do it for the sake of all the children waiting for each new episode. He's a mangaka. Hey, Bramati. Welcome. Is this your new little helper? You're even cuter than I'd heard. Any more pretty things like us on Van's arm, and we'll have to start up our own club, won't we, Farida? Oh, for sure. So he'd be in the club too? Come on, you out to confuse all my part-timers? I know I was certainly confused when he said you two had a special relationship. Either way, Bramati, do you have any new leads? Look at you, Anyas, growing into your role of assistant quite nicely, are you? I don't have much in the way of new info, but I may have something to share with our new recruit here. I heard that the Kruger Corps are en route to the Central East. The Eyes and Shield have returned home, too. They took on a new job already. One of their units is on the move as we speak. Really? Wait, and it's already international news? I wouldn't call it that. Info like that is Bramati's bread and butter. You ain't gonna get better info on all of Edith. There's a reason I let this jerk harass me. Oh, okay. Then we can come here anytime we need information. I'm more than just an informant, you know. I guess I'll let it slide for you, Missy, but only 'cause you're such a cutie pie, I couldn't be mad at you. With Cover being the largest country in the continent, lots of information passes through the capital. Come by and give me a visit if you ever need anything, even if that anything is just more of yours truly. Okay, I'll come by later then.
What are you in the mood for? Hmm?
You have nothing new.
Come back and play soon.
Jonas. Where'd my sister get off to? I hope I'll be hearing from that Spriggan soon. Talking about me? I might have missed a post on the bulletin board or something. I'll double check just to be sure. Preemptive quest found. It's the run-in check. Alright. Good time as any to take a breather. But I've definitely been getting the hang of this whole exercising thing. Maybe I can multitask and sightsee around Riverside while I'm out. I overheard people in front of the Blue Score talking about some popular performer who plays there. Riverside might just be a lot more fun than I give it credit for. Oh, she has the same bit. There we go. The good old A-B to skip dialogue trick works. This food stand should offer mini tacos too. I bet those would be a hit. Good things about tacos when you're looking for food on the go. No one. The real one's ice cream and crepes. You can't just ask everyone to enjoy them the same way if you don't think outside the box. They need more options. But he just won't listen to me. He does good enough business, I guess. What's up? Good grief, that girl's been coming around. That girl that's been coming around of late starting to get real annoying. If it's not one thing, it's another. But it's always the same thing. Nagging, nagging, nagging. I wish I knew what she's all hot and bothered over. Maybe if that got solved, she'd settle for ordering like a normal person. Do you want some mini tacos?
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Here's the idol. Stand up, back straight. You're singing out of tune, by the way. Stop that. What a sorry excuse for an idol, Lulua. Your head will freeze over before you get your debut at this rate. They've been training for, like, what, a week and a half? Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. I'm really thankful Sayla's letting me rehearse with her. But, when can I move on from practicing scales? It feels like I've been doing this for forever. It's been a long-ass time since I've done scales. If you couldn't tell. I'm also shy about my singing. That definitely doesn't help. Being a shy guy doesn't help with the opening of the vocal cords. Hello, Fairy. It's nice to see you, but Sunday school's not in session today. Is something the matter? Are you in some sort of trouble? Nope, I'm on the job today. They're showing me around today, so I thought I'd pop in and say hello. What a mighty shame that she'd only seen Riverside, so we're taking her on a tour around Edith. My, I have expected dear Fairy to already have run a few laps around Edith. Yeah, same here. But I hope you enjoy your tour of the capital, dear. It's a wonderful place, so you should take in the sights. I will. Everything's so cool. I don't want to miss out on anything. By the way, Fairy, I hear you met a Central Eastern sister out of the cloth at Crail Village. If it is who I think it is, you might have just met one of my friends. She mentioned wanting to work at the chapel in her hometown. I hear she's doing well for herself of late. Oh, I hope you can meet sometime soon. We have a lot of catching up to do after all these years. They better meet up by the end of the game. For whatever reason. Oh, it's a pleasure seeing you today, Fairy. What brings you by? I don't believe Sunday school's due today. Are these fine folks the ones taking care of you during your stay in Edith? Yep, they're taking me around because I haven't had a chance to see the other districts. I see, that sounds like a delightful time. I'm certain you'll come to find out how different things can be here from what you're used to back home. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you and to address them. Thank you, Father. I'll definitely take you up on that. The Kruga hail from the foothills of the Ishgal Mountains, right, Fairy? I'm not particularly familiar with that region myself, but I can still guarantee that Edith will prove to be a whole new experience. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to sit down with you to address them. Print out of here. Nearly got hit by a car. Hey, Fairy. Hi, Fairy. You said you were starting a new job, right? Yep, these are my coworkers from Arkwright Solutions. We're out on patrol right now. Wow, you're just like a grown-up. Can't believe you're only 2 years older than I am. You're already so cool. It's nice to see you've already made friends in Edith, Fairy. Looks like they took a shine to you already. Wow, Fairy, you're just like a grown-up. You're the coolest. I'm gonna catch up to you soon. I'll be just as grown-up in no time. I look forward to it. You're only 2 years older than me, Fairy, but you're so cool already. Tell me about your hometown next time, okay? You got it. See you at Sunday school. Yes. One more shop. Made up my mind. What kind of name is Hyades? I'm buying a new ride. Man, I can't take it anymore. Got super pumped after the last race. I need some time on the road too. Dang, that's a sick ride. Not lending you another single mirror though. Gotta save to get myself my own ride.
Okay.
Shiny. Although it looks dirty. Although it might just be the low resolution textures. Oh, my left ear, what the hell? I'm cleaning the engine bays of used cars today. Sigh. I need to be real careful about maintenance when it comes to Uncle. He's real strict about work. You know, we started servicing portable bikes recently, so I'll need to learn how to work on those too. That one over there is a Red Star, yeah? Looks a bit below the Direwolf's ride, but only barely. But still so cool looking. Maybe you could try riding it? You need a license first, kiddo. But I bet you'd be a natural at it if you could ride one. Not many people own bikes yet, so we're gonna start renting them out here. Even if we can't ride one now, I'd love to try it out someday. They ain't going anywhere, so we can come back if we ever get the chance. Well, I've got a long road of learning ahead of me, but the first step is making sure I don't screw up the basics. By the by, I got a lot of the used cars we service here are getting shipped outside the country. Guess everyone's raring to get their hands on a Republic car. There's the bike. Swank. Don't know how, but along the way, Junifer up and became a car freak. Not my doing. I need to keep a close eye on her while she works. Tinkering with a car without the proper know-how can get you hurt or worse. She still needs a lot of baby in here.
Alrighty.
Alright, got that?
What'll it be?
Still own one of
Come
those.
again.
So we're out. Well, we can take a glance at the underground maintenance tunnel. See if there's like any NPCs that are just chilling here for whatever reason. Sometimes it happens. I don't see anything. Alright. Let's go accept some quests.
Well, where'd you next?
Looks like we got a 4 SPG. Missing sister. I'm looking for my little sister who I was separated from long ago due to family circumstances. I have a few clues, and searching for her on my own has been difficult. Could you lend me your talents? I'll explain things in person. I will be waiting at the cafe and bar Bermati in Riverside. Right. I ain't picking up the usual sense, so I think the bulletin board hunt's over. That means we have two tasks to take care of today. We should at least get one of them settled today. Okay, let's get back to it then. Lance. So what if we try leaving? Okay, so we just have different quests on each street, so we'll just go through it one by one. What's up, Jonas? You're Jonas, right? I'm the Spriggan you requested. Oh, that's right. It's a pleasure to meet you. I have a lot to talk about, so please take a seat. We'll take 3. Before I start, I want to clear something up. This is the kind of job you can ask a bracer for help with. Why'd you pick us then? That's a fair question indeed. It's a long and complicated story, actually. Let me explain. These two. So then, it started with my parents' divorce when I was young. I went with my father and my younger sister was taken by my mother. That was 10 years ago. Recently, my father passed away due to illness. While I was going through his belongings, I found shockingly a will addressed to my sister and mother. I guess even when you try to cut ties with them, you can't just erase family. Well, I'd like to make sure that this will reaches them. Oh, I understand. Yeah, finding them would be important. But again, why us? Why not go to a bracer about this? Here's the issue. Amongst the papers, I found what I believe is a court order from the same service as the divorce. It indicated that neither parent could interact or interfere with the other. I think that handing this will to my mother would technically violate that. If anything, I can't imagine she'd be happy about it. I figured it might be a better idea to give it to my sister then, which is why I've been looking for her. Also, since it's not urgent, I figured the guild would probably put me on the back burner and I'd end up waiting for who knows how long. Gotcha. Yeah, I can see not wanting to end up a long-term resident of their mission board. Sure, we can handle this job. But anyway, got any clues where to start? Not exactly, but I did find this letter with the will. It was a letter from my grandmother on my mother's side from 2 years ago addressed to my father. In it, she wrote that everyone on that side of the family was doing well, and attached to it was a picture of my sister. There was no address on the envelope, but the photo might be a good place to start. Can we see this photograph? Of course, here it is. Look at the background, first step. Okay. That Old Town? Ooh, she's so pretty. Right? It's hard to believe we're related. Her name's Jessica. She's younger than I am, but she's my sister. The photo looks like it was taken in the Tyrol district. I've gone and walked around there, hoping I might bump into her, but no luck. It feels like the perfect place to start our search then. Good as any. Alright, we should definitely take our time on this one. Can I take the job right now? Yeah. Alright, I'll get started ASAP. Mind if I borrow the photo? It'll be easier to ask around if they got it in hand. Of course. Thank you. Okay then, let's head to the Tyrol district. Oh, one last thing, if you would. Yeah? Well, if you do find my sister, please don't approach her. I mean, this might be the first time she hears about family she might not even know she had. I'd rather she didn't hear about it from a Spriggan, no offense. I just like to talk to her myself. I understand. Reunion's a delicate matter and should be treated as such. Okay, so we just need to locate her then. Thank you so much. Please find my sister for me. See photo of Jonas'
Time
sister.
to start working.
Is it Jonas or Jonas? Are you ready to get to work? Uh-huh. We should start by finding someone who knows Jessica. And I know the perfect person to ask. There's a producer who often hangs out around the Tyrol district to try and recruit new people to be mannequins. Let's talk to him before we try asking anyone else. Might save us a lot of wandering around. Mannequin? I've never heard of that. What do they do? He means models, people who wear clothes to advertise new outfits. And Van's right that Jessica is pretty enough to be noticed by a producer. So as soon as we're ready, we should make for the Tyrol district. Might as well go straight there. So that's the Tyrol district. I thought that was Old Town. Well, in that case, I guess we'll start on Station Street.
Off we go.
Since we have to go here anyway. These quests might just take us all around everywhere. Many different locations.
The Station Street, right? There's so many people.
Outfit.
Yes, it's
Fire
a
Emblem
popular spot
Engage.
for clothes shopping.
Oh yeah, I've got a little business with the guild branch here.
Oh, you do, you say? Well, let's
I want
start
to stop
from,
by once we finish doing our rounds.
let's start from all the way over here and work our way around.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Maybe I should look for something to treat my hubby with, considering he's not been home in so long. Since I'm already here, I'll go to the second floor and take a look at the neckties. I'm sure he'd love to have some new ones. Not that I'm looking forward to him coming home or anything. But I can't have my husband leave me either. I couldn't afford this life of luxury without his money. Oh. Okay then. At first I thought it was Tsundere, but now she's a gold digger. I worry about losing our clientele to all these recent startups. We're not in hot water quite yet, but it wouldn't be smart if a business didn't look forward. I got my eye on the Orbital Cafe in particular. It just opened a few months ago. I'll say, they've been doing a good job of attracting attention from both the media and customers alike. Maybe I should see what the hullub is about. We still try to innovate often, but things that worked 10 years ago don't seem to work quite as well nowadays. Just like real life. This is a department store, but we might be in sore need of an update. I could take some inspiration from how our new rival handles things. What you got? Maybe I should talk to Administrator Wesley about expanding our sales floor and our catalog. Relations with the Empire keep improving little by little every day. We've had a lot of Western product coming in as a result. It'd be wonderful to offer a wider variety of Central Eastern spices, but if we don't expand our catalog, we'd have to remove something. Expanding would be a better idea. It's always nice just having extra options. I might not look like it, but I actually come from a family of farmers. That's why I get so hung up on this stuff, you see. Wish we could focus on different vegetable varieties here, since they can be very different depending on species and where they're from.
I'm proud of all my wares.
She has
It's
nothing.
been a pleasure.
Nothing new, at least. Look who it is! Fan! Crew! Welcome! Nice seeing a new face around. You guys staying out of trouble? Now, don't be getting into too many fights. Medicine can't fix everything. I'm not a common thug, you know. And I don't want any lip from a Gekka student. I'll get beaten black and blue for sport. Gekka's a famous Eastern martial arts school, right? I think so. I've heard about it here and there. I take it you're a student? Former Gekka student. It's a bit of a sore spot. Everyone in my family's a practitioner. We were pretty notable back in Langport for that. But it wasn't for me. That kind of environment is just stifling. So I left, and you could say that, and that you could say is yours truly's tragic backstory. And now you're living in the capital. Real big sob story there. But I guess it's not that unusual. Same thing happened to a mutual acquaintance of ours. Oh, you mean Shenley? I hope he's doing well. I try to avoid contact with people from Langport, but every now and then I get curious as to what's been going on there. We're gonna go there someday. Sounds like it, at least. Not like I miss it or anything. Living in the capital rules. Nothing tying me down, so I'm free as a butterfly. I do wonder what's up with Langport. With them in charge, how could I not? I just hope my little sister's not being reckless.
Does anything catch your eye?
Nope.
Thank you for visiting the
Here's
Western
ailments.
Hope I
Okay.
see you again.
Our stores have a wide
They
variety
got new bags and cardigans in stock. But, my part-time wages can only cover one of them, or two. The items keep coming out and I barely have the money to buy any of them. It's so frustrating.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
I haven't seen a Kruger rifle blade in so long. Fascinating stuff. Sorry I couldn't help you with the rifle. I'll try digging around, see what I can come up with. Come by and say hi next time you get a chance.
I take pride in all my merch.
We got nothing new, but there are new subparts. And these are all new. And new equipments. So, and 3 of these can only be equipped by the person in question. I'm just gonna grab this, then equip.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Equip. And
Enjoy
equip.
shopping with us.
Good thing we have the money.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Now, what weapons do they currently have on? Broad Saber Plus. Okay, so we have the upgraded versions of all the stuff here.
if you need fresh vegetables from Cray and Orin, look no further than Holden Groceries. We invite
In that case, we probably just need to buy equipment here. So the nylon jacket is just straight better in every single way? Okay. Gonna buy one of these. Same thing for this. Buy one of these. And then 1, 2,
Thank you for
3.
visiting the Weston Department
I'll be disappointed if this gets immediately outclassed by something else.
You better take good care of it.
Sometimes there are certain shops that just sell stuff that's straight better. Fashion culture varies wildly depending on the location, even here in the capital. Tyrole's a hotbed for youth fashion, for example. All the while, Seidan District houses plenty of boutiques. Those tend to stock independent brands, making their fashion style very unique. Our store's strong suit is being able to offer our customers a wide variety of clothing styles from different regions, all in one place. Langport's fashion culture is shaped by its eastern roots. Oh, I gotta fuck this. Give me a second.
Thank you for visiting the Weston
Is this an
Department Store.
actual, real article that my friend just sent me?
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Huh.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
An article basically saying that Robert Downey Jr. is going to be coming back to the MCU, except he's playing Doctor Doom. Should be interesting.
Come and see for yourself.
Lean into the multiverse bit, I guess, where instead of becoming Iron Man, it becomes Doctor Doom. That's an interesting take, I bet. Because how else would you explain it? Because they're literally the same actor. Okay. Langport's fashion culture is shaped by its eastern roots, while Tharbad's, in turn, is shaped by the Central East heritage in that region. Horacion to the north is still quite traditional regarding Old Kingdom customs, and it definitely shows in what people there wear. And while Horacion is definitely the biggest hub for traditionalist fashion, it by no means doesn't have an influence in the capital, too. There's quite a few established brands in Horacion that offer formal wear for formal occasions.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Neat.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Nothing new,
We
alright.
await your next visit.
If you need fresh
Is it open?
spray and orange, look no further than Holden
Door's locked.
Groceries.
Oh, yeah, area isn't finished yet. Damn.
We invite everyone to come and see
Well-
for yourselves.
Nothing new there. Alright, building scavenged. Next building.
Next appointments.
Let's do the bridge first. Ilya. Oh, those two seem to be getting on pretty well. It makes me so happy to see two sweet girls having such a lovely bond. Wait, I was meant to be doing some shopping. I better hurry up and go back to the cathedral. Still, I'm grateful to see. I'm grateful I get to see such a sight.
Discover the inebriating
What is
world
going
of
on
show
over there?
business in Sober Curious.
Okie dokie. It reminds me of my ex. He used to say he totally looked like this Z1 racer. Man, what a tryhard. It was such a turn off. I forget what that dude's called. I watched that race too. He had some mad skills, gotta say. Who I really got the hots for is the president, though. It's his voice, isn't it? I could totally melt in it. They're like those two girls in Crossbell, except they use a lot less weird slang. Grand Tower's the ideal place if you want to party around Edith. It's in the 3rd district. Tyrole's pretty close, though. That's 4th district. The streets are pretty and there's a lot of stores around. I know there's a bus that goes through both of them, but I can't remember which one it was. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Something to do with the Tyrol district.
Get the brilliantly bitter taste of golden.
Oh well, couldn't have been anything important if I forgot. I'll go to Tyrol once I remember what the heck I was gonna do there. We are currently... oh no wait, the Tyrol district is where we're going next. And there's the day drunk boss, who we cannot talk to. Oh baby, there's this nice place to grab a bite in front of the station. Ooh, some good ass cash in there. Because of my job, I know a bunch of good eateries around Edith. But Shino's Bar? Ain't never heard of it. I'll keep it in mind. Whose bar? Goddess, damn it. I mean, yeah, I'm happy that the company's gonna get a new client and everything, but why am I being forced to go with the president on this business trip? Unbelievable. Why me of all people? This is so lame. For Goddess's sake, I'm in the sales department. Sales! What do they need me to go on an inspection for? Well, they are one of our factories, so it's not like there's nothing to do with sales, but I don't see the point of me going.
Discover the inebriating
Ah,
world
work
of
trips are such a pain. I'm making myself silly tonight.
curious.
Living the life. Bored. What's up? Calvert's police force is broadly split into the Capital Police Force here in Edith and the Regional Police Forces. We cooperate all throughout the Republic territory to help maintain peace. You can find the Capital's police headquarters in Saden, Edith's 2nd District. It's also home to the Citizen Advice Line, so I imagine a lot of people are aware of it already.
Okay.
Not this way.
Can't go there. Oh, hello. There we go. Hello, Sheena. Nice seeing you here today. Hello, everyone. I decided to set up shop in Station Square today. Once the midday meal rush came around, my lunch sets began flying off the shelves, so to speak. The family-friendly offerings have been particularly popular. I'll have to take note of that.
See the movie.
Fishing for new customers by setting up shop all around town, are ya? Oh, I know. I'd love a combo with a little bit of everything, like burgers and omelets and desserts. Hook, line, and sinker. A medley of children's favorites. I'll be sure to keep that idea in mind. A lot of customers usually stop by for some daytime drinking, but the lunch combos have been pretty popular around here. Every location has its preferences, I suppose.
Hello.
You got nothing new.
Thank you.
Time to show 'em what I can do.
Hey, Mommy? One of Daddy's friends will be over tonight, so I need to tidy up the house and cook dinner for them. Promise you'll behave today. If you're a good girl, I'll get you some pudding. No. Oh,
Alrighty.
oh my god. Sigh. Got another work trip coming up. I couldn't say no, but I really don't have the time to relax today.
A droplet of paradise
Hold up, I know you guys.
more than
You're the bracer we met in Trail Village. Elvis, yeah?
discover the inebriating
Looks like the
world
guild's
of
real busy right now. Yeah, we are. It's no thanks to you in that interview. Oh, you must be that You must be that shady guy Alice keeps going on about. Gina? Calm down, Elvis. You always get worked up so easily. I did get a brief rundown on the incident. You guys sure know how to keep a cool head under pressure. If you're down for it, I'm sure we can make some space for you and the team. Zin would definitely be thrilled. I won't. If you're gonna continue to work with the guild, I won't tolerate any more monkey business. Got it? He's still pretty mad about things. Sure is. No, he's no pushover. I swear. Anyway, I hope we'll get to keep working together, I cried. We're heading out on a work trip, so don't you dare cause any trouble while we're out. I'm enacting a strict no mischief policy from here on. Ah, the energy of youth. I could have sworn they were around the same age. Probably like
See the
21.
movie. Fans are raving about.
Elvis has this whole future ahead of him. I'm rooting for him. He's actually pretty close to a B rank promotion. Now, he could work in that temper of his, we'd be peachy. That, and that obsession he has with Elaine. So I guess I'll have to keep him on a short leash for the time being. Hey, I heard that. These two are really funny. Someone has to. I made the right choice buying an apartment in the capital. With there being a state-of-the-art store. With there being interesting state-of-the-art stores like this one in the vicinity. I used to spend the summer at our holiday home, but there's so much more to see and do in the capital that this might be my new top choice. Butler. Your time spent in this Orbital Cafe might just be for the purpose of purchasing some goods for the master. The store does seem to stock high-end Orbital appliances not commonly available. Though Mistress Olivia isn't the most experienced in the field of Orbital devices, so I would much rather she leave the task to me. That said, it is part of my job to keep her in check as well. She tends to be a bit of a free spirit. While I do agree the purchase of the apartment in the city is necessary, I feel like restraint is being left by the wayside overall. I recently started helping customers all by myself. I stopped relying on Carlo's help so much. I hope I can continue learning how to offer our customers more specialized customer support with their Orbital devices. I thought I'd work as a barista, but this isn't so bad. There's so much interesting stuff to learn in this position too. Speaking of help, my boss does an amazing job of supporting Ilhan too. They complement each other's weaknesses, making sure they don't make their individual strengths flourish. Carla makes it look so casual. I could learn a thing or two.
What'll you have today?
Anything new? No.
Thanks for coming.
Welcome to our shop. We deal in the latest in orbital technology. I attend Basel Institute of Science, so I know my way around all orbital products. But ever since I met Ilhan, I haven't had much time for orbital tech. My life's all business development and entrepreneurship. Off. Anyway, our shop takes pride in providing our customers with the very best in both our products and support. Oh, skip.
Alrighty.
Need help with something?
Not even sure if there's anything we need to get. That's new. Wall. Neat. It looks to me they need an extra space between the H level and the number. I guess just a little bit, like an extra space. I mean, literally, you can see the H level and then the period after level on the bottom one. It's hidden right behind the 3. Got a bunch of new plugins as well. The drivers are definitely the more interesting one, though. But we're poor. We can afford stuff later once we actually do some quests, right? Being poor sucks. Insight.
I'm ready to help whenever you need it.
I'll buy one of those. I'm from the Central East, but I studied abroad at the Basel Institute of Science. The institute was great. They had the best professors in the Republic, and I made a lot of friends there. I had a startup around that time. Unexpectedly, it was real successful. Got a good hunk of cash from it. With that, I set up this place. Man, how time flies.
Well,
Carlo and I actually go way back. We both studied at the institute. He's the one that actually runs the shop. Don't know what I'd do without him. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't have the time to be a simple barista. He just wants
Do you
to
have
live a
any
simple
preferences?
life, but
Thanks
he's
for
too
coming
good
in.
at business. My parents' place being in the capital has come in handy for me. Still takes me visiting for research so often. Associate Professor Tane is the institute's main specialist in urban engineering. Though Professor Cronkite has some experience in the field too. He was involved with Tree and Tower after all. Well, he's a genius after all. Far be it for him to limit himself and his knowledge to just one area of expertise. Well, Professor Cronkite is definitely one of the biggest names in Basel, there's definitely plenty of other geniuses at the Institute. It's hard not to feel self-conscious about your mediocrity when your next-door neighbor skipped to doing his master's degree at 15. Nice. We can't go farther up, right? Yeah. Alright. To the Bracer Guild. Knock knock. Hey, Jin.
What are you doing here?
Hi, Elaine.
Arkwright, you made it. I called him over to hash out some important business.
You heard the man? Quit glaring daggers at me. It's, good to see you again. Same to you. Let me guess, you're working again today? Then there's this one. I saw her outfit just, flutter into place. Oh, right. My name is Farida Al-Fayed. I work with Anya's band now. I'm still learning the ropes, but I'll take on any job no matter how dangerous. Come on, you think I had a choice in this? Besides, it's plain as day she ain't your average kid. Are you a Jaeger by chance? Yes, I'm from the Warriors of Kruga. Well, until I got kicked out, that is. I see, so you were involved in what happened in Krail. That's just a topic I was hoping to discuss. Mind filling us in on what went down? Alva's story was full of holes. I'll tell you what I can, but not about my clients. Van explained the nightmare that unfolded in Krail, though he naturally left out details such as the Genesis. I think he left out some information, buddy. That Walter's just full of surprises. Old friend of yours, right? Heard you used to run together with your Taito stuff. Your info gathering served you well. We trained under the same master until Walter lost his way over 10 years ago. But that's enough about me. It's interesting that the society sent an enforcer after A's people. Agreed. I could have easily seen them joining forces at some point. Though, that seems out of the question now. As far as I know, the society's been quiet the last year or so. Guessing you guys still chasing them? They're always a concern, but we can hardly prioritize them over Armada right now. All that aside, I'm curious how deceased Jaegers are able to get up and move around. Your bracer buddy was seeing things. None of that happened. Don't try that with me. There were sightings of monsters behaving strangely too. And Alvis isn't our only witness. A police officer on the scene also saw the Iron Shield leader disappear. I'm sorry, that was very insensitive of me. Well, I'm sure you got your reasons for keeping quiet. We're up to our ears in works as is, so it's not like we can help out with whatever you're dealing with. Maybe it's about time to call in some backup. Oh? Racers from the other Calvardian branches, I presume? Actually, no. We're short-staffed nationwide, but the branches are already sharing personnel to get by. We've been toying with bringing in someone from another country to help ease the load. Unfortunately, whether they can come or not is still up in the air. So, for the time being, I'll just have to dump as much work on you as I can take. I'll have to dump as much work on you as you can take. Oko, we got plenty to deal with already, you know. Don't worry, I'm with you guys now, remember? Perida, please take care of yourself. And man, from now on I'll be sending you your tasks straight to your Ziffa via orb mail. If an emergency happens, I may need to call. Don't ignore me if I do, alright? Sure thing. Could be serious. Oh, you must be our Great Solutions' new recruit. I know you're pretty much a rookie, but I'm still rooting for you, kiddo. Thanks. Hera's been keeping an eye on me. I wouldn't. Almost like you're not aware you're a Jaeger. The guild and the Jaeger Corps are basically like cats and dogs. But I feel like Fairy's better suited for our kind of work. At least she's in good company. He's a Kruger too. Should be okay to leave it alone for now, at least. He always knows too much. Getting down to business, we've confirmed movement on both Armada's leaders and from Ouroboros' enforcers. There's been movement from both in the past few years. And we're aware of Heiyue's movements, so all we need to figure out is how to go about handling the film festival. We'll hold another meeting once Alvis and Regina are back.
Alrighty.
No one's over there. I have a rough idea of what's going on, but it's still not fully adding up. We need to be careful when dealing with Armada. Still, can't afford to rest my laurels. I'll take advantage of Alvis and Regina filling in for me on that trip to look into things further. I'd appreciate if you guys kept your heads low in the meantime. And Van, let us know if anything comes up. Yeah. He's not gonna call. Well, we can't afford to ignore Ouroboros right now. Armada's our priority. There are other things I wish I could look into, but I'm really busy too. I'm looking to you guys too. Don't disappoint. I feel like Zin's outfit is both cooler and way over-designed compared to how he looked in Sky. At least to my memories. And my memories could be bad.
The next appointment's
Hyrule District. Wait, actually. We'll glance at the underground and see if there's an optional thing here. Nope. It's always worth looking. Just in case. It's a little hidden quest.
Taking off now.
Have we not been to the Tyrell District yet? Fourth District, Tyrell. The answer is no, we haven't been there yet. Wow, it's so busy here. amazing everything's under control with so many people. Feels so different from Station Street. That's Tyrell for you. As you might have guessed, this is where that Tyrell Times were founded. There's a handful of other publishers HQ'd here too. As a result, tons of young people like to hang out here. It's where you'll first find lots of trends and subcultures taken off. This area has a fairly distinct vibe you won't find anywhere else in the city as a result, yes. I've come here a handful of times with my friends from school. One of them even works at the bookstore here. Plenty more to find here than just books too. I find myself out here all the time. Why don't we wander around here a little while? None beats seeing the place firsthand when you want to get to know it. Okay, let's go.
All right, newbie. I'll need you to pay close attention to where the bulletin board is.
Well, the question is, where is it?
If I remember correctly, it's in a side street by the movie theater.
Spoilers. Jeez.
Understood.
Hello, random person. Abby. The entertainment industry is changing so much. It's not just made up of actors these days. Now even idols and fashion models are a part of it. The lines are blurring too. Just look at trendy actresses like Judith Lanster. She's so popular, she's practically an idol in her own right. It takes all kinds these days. If I can just find something that works for me and make it stick, maybe, just maybe, I can break into. Come on, mister, you gotta be a scout. Notice me already. You can't ignore such a hotness when it's right in front of you. I've been walking past you for 3 weeks now. Make your move already. Who's she talking about? You're the guy who runs Arcade Solutions, huh? What do you think you're doing dragging such a young kid around? Are you up to more business? Sigh, try to keep yourselves out of anything too shady, alright? It only makes more trouble for us police in the long run. I remember you. We met when we dealt with that scammer. Appreciate you folks taking care of things after we were done. Yeah, whatever. You're welcome, I guess. Didn't feel like we were helping so much as getting dumped at the cleanup. Just don't do anything to disturb the peace, got it? We've got enough headaches to deal with without you taking matters into your own hands. Aaron's held a bit of a grudge since all that happened. He went on about how you outdid the police and went on how the force could end up in trouble before long. Ah, it never ends. Nancy, you can't just tell him that. I said all that to you in confidence. Hey, don't worry, ladies. We'll be careful not to get either you fired. Not looking to put anyone out of business here. Karen is nothing if not consistent. In any case, we're on patrol for the time being, so if you see anything suspicious, let us know. We'll be right on top of it. Not if it's a job. Listen, you have our thanks for helping us arrest that scammer. We couldn't have caught him without you. But try to keep yourselves out of any shady business from now on, alright? It only makes more trouble for us police in the long run. No. What's going on here?
See the movie.
That is a
Fans are
very
raving
weird
about.
monument.
Get
It's a
the
monument
brilliantly
depicting a
bitter
group of
taste
4 animals.
golden blood.
That's a lot of text. Shame I can't read it. Peter. Even my parents were wearing Eastern outfits, but like, we're all so much more comfortable wearing modern stuff, you know? And then my brother asked me about ethnic-related stuff because of his job all the time, and honestly, thinking about all that gets old. I think you should just keep doing and wearing what you like, son. That one look from last week, you looked amazing. Aw, thanks, Marilyn. I like to think of myself as a pretty free spirit, unlike my brother. Yeah, you really are. And as for you, Peter, don't you have anything to say about running late? I told you I didn't mean to. I just slept in a bit too much. I promise I won't let any of that happen again. The problem isn't that you were late, you know. It's that you were also trying to butt into girl talk. Do you have anything to say for yourself? Is it suddenly alright for men to barge into conversations whenever they like? Yeah, she's right, Peter. You were pretty insensitive. Yeah, you've got me there. I'm sorry, girls. Seriously, I am. Marilyn's shooting some serious daggers
A
at me.
droplet of paradise can intoxicate more
I'll come
than
up
the
to the fact that I
sweetest
messed
of
up.
wines.
I didn't think those two were having such an
Discover the
intense
inebriating
conversation and
world of
thought I
show
could just join
business
in. But does
Sober
Marilyn really
Curious.
have to make me literally pay for it every time I'm a little late or I misinterpret something? I mean, come on. I was born and raised here in Edith, so I'm used to doing whatever I want without always asking other people for permission. People just think because I'm Eastern I'm supposed to be modest or whatever. It sucks. I'm so glad my friends Friends these days don't think like that.
Alrighty.
Now, where should we hang out today? I'm going to make Peter spoil us real good for being such a jerk earlier, so let's be sure to pick somewhere nice to eat.
Well,
Feels like extortion. Hello there. Oh, hello there, Agnes. It's good to see you again. And who do we have here with you today? It's good to see you too. Good to see you too, Mr. McMillan. These two people are from my workplace. He's my boss and she's my coworker, I guess you could say. Oh, you started working, have you? Good for you. I'm sure it'll make a wonderful experience for you. Your coworker looks like she's from the Central East, yes? You should try some of our coffee. The beans we roast are quite popular and come straight from there. They're the real deal. Wow, that's awesome. Abby loves this coffee back home. I'll have to taste some of yours and see how it compares. It's deeply humbling to have so many people from all different walks of life come to this cafe for rest and relaxation. In fact, when the original owners still ran it, they say Gina, Derek, and her companions used to come here to discuss the revolution and their ideals. Who? Hopefully they're all resting by the goddess's side these days, knowing their country is much more peaceful and her people can live at ease.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
We don't have much money, do we? Yeah. We could sell a Zerum powder, like how we did in the other games. $400 each. I mean, I always fail to use them anyway.
We await your next.
Alright, let's consume the food.
I'm stuffed.
Grant. I think that's what it said.
Love
points.
me a sugar rush.
Here's burn and stat down. Okay.
Visit.
Some more people. Lolo. Mommy says the cafe helps her adjust to our new country. That's just like me. Everyone's so nice to me at Sunday school. This place just feels like home now. Okay, that's where I recognize him from. The headband. Feels memorable. The boss of this place is nice to my mommy. This will feel like home to her too. Or what would you call it? It's like a scarf around the head or whatever. I don't know the terms. Coffee they serve here is really good. They have blends that are just like what they have back home. Really, the whole atmosphere is soothing, and the owner's a nice man too. I feel like I can come here to slowly acclimate to life here in Edith. My husband said we were going to have to leave El Saim because of a job transfer. At first, I was really worried if it was a good idea, but I think we can make this work. We found a temple, and our sons come to like the local Sunday school as well. It's hard to complain.
Well,
Paula? Interesting name. Lucia. Welcome to Macmillan Cafe. I'll be happy to get you seated wherever you like. Are you sensitive to smoke or sunlight? I like interacting with customers. It probably comes from doing a lot of part-time jobs up until this point. The owner here, Charles, often tells me what a good job I do. Gotta keep it up so I maintain that winning streak. I've worked at my fair share of places part-time, but this has definitely been the best one to work at. The owner here is so nice. I think my little brother's gonna join me here next year. Until then, I gotta keep holding down the fort. Kitty. Oh wow, I didn't realize this cafe had its own cat. That's cool. That's a funky meow. Can't say I've ever heard that come out of a cat before. He kind of reminds me of the cat from that one novel now I think about it. Actually, as it happens, I named him Kageyoshi after that very same cat. He can be a peculiar feline, but he means well and serves as the mascot of our cafe, so please be nice to him. Good kitty.
good grief.
It's you now.
Nice view of all the buildings and a little bit of shrubbery. As hell. Do you ever find yourselves wondering about some of the most heinous criminals to ever live on this continent? Like, take the Demon of the Eastern Quarter. They're a legendary assassin whose activities date back over 130 years. They were even involved in Calford's Democratic Revolution. But get this, they say the demon still lives, and that they're committing gruesome murders in the underworld to this very day. Now, I'm not sure if that's all hogwash or not, but it's fun to think about, don't you think?
Okay.
Speaking of the demon, apparently they normally go by a code name. I couldn't tell you what it is, though. They don't talk about that in this book, which is a shame. By the way, the book's called Perfect Crimes by Perfect Perpetrators. It's the best. You learn all sorts of neat little tidbits about crime. Is that a book we can actually read, or what? The news service.
Well, I heard.
Marielle's got no shortage of enthusiasm, I'll give her that. But if she can't see reality for what it is, she isn't cut out to be a reporter. I don't care if that sounds harsh. Instead of pursuing dreams and fanciful things, she should be forging relationships with people in business and politics while she's still young.
Well,
We're gonna find her here? Sigh. That Marielle. I was something of a mentor to her for a time. She has a way of scaring me when she gets into trouble. I guess I kind of think of her as another younger sister. It can be hard to concentrate on my work once I start worrying about her. I respect her drive, of course. I just wish she'd think things through ahead of time. Why did the editors always choose to dump the work on me right before a deadline? Do I just look like I have oodles of time to spare? I'm a journalist, you know, not some author writing the great Kavardian novel. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to fix dinner for my sister tonight. What a bummer. There she is. Sigh. I was looking into the exact story that made the front page this morning. Oh well, no use crying over spilled milk. I just gotta go out there and find another story. It's a brand new day. Time to get out and work. Oh, and I better see what Dingo's up to as well. It keeps this girl down for long, does it? I feel sorry for Dingo, for whatever she's got in store for him in the near future. Oh, I almost forgot. It's my turn to come up with an article for the culture section. It's not exactly part of the paper I'm most interested in, but I'm sure I'll find something newsworthy if I nail the interview. Cool. Welcome to the Tyrell Times. If you need to speak with one of our reporters or editors, I'll be more than happy to set up a meeting. Unfortunately, our editors are all rather busy, so they may not be able to see you right away. Though if you're here to offer your thoughts or opinions on the paper itself, I'll be more than happy to listen and pass your comments on. Way through's locked. Is the board?
all right.
Doesn't look like there's any good info here. Maybe we have to check it later. What? Wait, I was looking at that. How? Did we miss this guy? Shakar. Ah. I see. Sigh. I feel like I have a sharper eye for beauty after a good cup of coffee at the cafe. Trying to find some new fashion talent. Maybe even someone for Edith's girls collection. Diamond in the rough who just needs polishing. But everyone I've approached has been missing that special something. If I could just find someone with a unique edge, then I'd be a business. Alas. So this is the guy that person keeps walking by to entice him. Well, we'll talk to you later, since you will advance the quest. Hello, it's the bookstore. Hi there, welcome to Stewart Bookstore. Wherein you're shopping for novels, business magazines, or reference books, we've got all your reading needs covered. And we sell more than just books. We also have comic magazines, promotional merchandise for movies, and plenty more. If there's anything you're looking for in particular, let me know. What you got?
Welcome.
Soul Chef Samosa. Samosas, you say? Proverbs of Color. And Walking Edith. For Fairy.
I hope to see you again.
How do we give that again? There we go.
I'll take good care of it.
Gift given. So are these interactable? Nope. They didn't want to transfer all this stuff in here. Also, we can't... Also, it looks like they didn't... Oh, wait. There is some covers that are readable. But they all say the same thing. Falcom Diary. No, no, there is no more Christ Who's Gonna Die First on the shelves. I guess it didn't sell very well. I should buy a business magazine to see what's going on with the economy. I heard there's an op-ed from Walter Huckberry this weekend. Wait, is that a new volume of Tales of Bravery? I haven't kept up with that series lately. I wonder how long this new one's been out. Looks like they put out 10 volumes so far. I think I'll buy the full set. Crap, what am I saying? I came here to buy a business magazine. But who says I can't buy both? I'll just pick up these comics and blast through them this weekend. Bro.
This feels great.
I cannot read that. Well, guess what? Cops put out more wanted posters for that cat thief woman again. There's all sorts of rumors about her, like how she's got a heart of gold, or how it's actually a team of thieves and whatnot. The list goes on. Dude, I know you run into some crazy stuff while you're out bicycling. You're like a magnet for it. You ever see her around town? Ah, this is the bicycling nut who we saw earlier. Or I guess he started getting into bicycling. You have to put it like that. You make it sound like I go out of my way to attract weird things to me when I really, really don't. But since you asked, I was out riding a couple of nights ago when I just happened to look up. I think I might have seen someone running across rooftops. I lost sight of them immediately though, so who knows what it was. Might just been some monkey that got out of its cage or something. That sounds important. It sounds like what Wendell saw was a more average phantom thief. Going and flying around with superhuman skill. The kind we've all heard before. What a letdown. I was hoping you saw something so unusual and turn everyone's conventional thinking the hell upside down. Damn. Don't get me wrong, it's fun being able to meet all kinds of people while cycling around. But sometimes I come across some pretty inexplicable things, which then gets my friend really excited. Not a fan.
Thanks for
Hello.
stopping by.
Ning. Welcome. If you've been searching for the most legit Eastern food Edith's got, then look no more. We don't got any corners here. All of our ingredients are sourced straight up from the Eastern Quarter, and so are all of our staff too. I'm not so special though. I only work here part-time. Do you know Kauhan? We're the same age. He works in the kitchen, but he's at the very bottom of the totem pole. He's also kinda antisocial. I don't think he's really cut out to be waiting tables. If you ask me, he's in way over his head. But it's okay, because he's got a capable person looking after him. Me.
What'll you have today?
A hot pot. Some tofu and baba oka tea.
Thanks for coming. Okay.
Oh, we got a soul chef. So most of bites get. Then we do hot pot for...
That was yummy.
That's a lot of gore. That's a lot of gourmet points.
Love me a sugar rush.
This tastes great.
Welcome to... I cannot pronounce that. What would it be? Shayun? It's probably Shayun. Edith's #1 home for Eastern cuisine. You won't find a single restaurant in this city with more authentic food. I guarantee it. Never been inside here before. Looks very nice and clean. Yeah, the food smells great. It's making me hungry. It's very kind of you to say. Thank you. Well, if it isn't the chief of Arkwright Solutions himself, how kind of you to grace us with your presence. Oh, please do make yourself at home, good sir. It's my honor and pleasure to serve such a distinguished guest. Yeah, whatever. That was an odd exchange. Are they acquainted? You ladies both look like bright young women. We'll serve you the finest Eastern cuisine you'll ever taste, so we hope you enjoy your time here. Oh, and same to you, Mr. Arkwright. Enjoy your meal. This lady ticks me off. Okay, yes, they're definitely acquainted. What's the backstory? We keep hearing all this backstory for Van, but we get nothing. Greetings. Please, take your time while you're here. Relax and enjoy. Please take your time while you're here. Relax and enjoy. And go into the kitchen, right? Who's this guy? Wait, haven't we seen this guy before? Hello, you're Jess, aren't you? Hey, haven't I seen you guys before? We've met before, yes. It's good to see you. Or with Arkwright Solutions. You put out a request asking for our help, yeah? That's what we're here to talk about. Care to fill us in on what's going on? Wow, you really came after all. I mean, it's not that I doubt you guys or anything, but still. Anyway, you guys should probably sit down. It's gonna take me a while to explain everything. So, to give you guys a brief introduction, as you know, my name's Jess. I'm a singer and songwriter, if I can really call myself that. I just started doing all that pretty recently, so it's not like I'm famous or anything close to that. Well, I thought your music was really great when I heard it earlier. You should be proud of it. They're really? Oh, I wish I could have heard it. Thanks, you girls are too kind. Now that I think about it, I feel like I've been seeing you guys more and more around my neighborhood. That's probably because our office is located in Old Town. Oh, no kidding? That's where the three of us live. That's neat. Who else do you live with? I live with some friends I've known since we were kids. We all came up to eat it from the countryside and decided to room together. One of them is this guy named Raymond. He works at the flower shop. The other is Raymond's older sister, Carol. She works at the boutique. Gotcha. Good to know. And just to be clear, I promise not to go around talking to people about you guys or anything. This isn't exactly the sort of request I want Raymond and Carol to know about anyway, so it's really for the best. You wrote that you wanted us to remove your information from somebody's notebook. Could you go into that a little more? Sure. Or do I need to ask? Have you guys ever heard of a guy named Giacomo before? Yes. You say Giacomo? You could say we know him, for better or for worse. Oh great, that saves me the trouble of having to explain who he is. Basically, the notebook I wrote about is this one he keeps full of material to blackmail people. Yikes. I knew that notebook wasn't good news based on the title of your request, but that sounds super bad. Can't say I'm surprised he'd have such a thing, but it doesn't put him in any better of a light, that's for damn sure. How'd you... For a second I thought I was seeing something in the window in the corner of my eye. How'd you find out you were in this little black book? Well, I once started to make a name for myself doing music stuff. He ambushed me outside the concert hall one day. What he said really freaked me out. He told me that he knew my secret, and if I didn't want it getting out to the wrong guy, I'd have to help him with his work. I haven't seen Giacomo at all since then, but I want that information scrubbed out of his notebook before he has a chance to do anything with it. It's despicable. It's one thing to play dirty on the battlefield, but threatening a private citizen is just low. Wait, hold on a second. Man, weren't you talking about a Giacomo just the other day? Yeah, and for a reason our client here might like to know. Giacomo's dead. I can't go into the specific circumstance to what happened with someone like you, but I figure it's worth clearing up that much. Are you serious? I had no idea. Now I'm worried. He's dead. What could have happened to the notebook? Ordinarily, something like that would be in the custody of the police. But this is Giacomo we're talking about. He wouldn't let one of the tools of his trade fall into the hands of the police so easily. My bet is he kept it hidden. Odds are about 50-50 as to whether the cops managed to recover it or not. It's probably in our best interest to figure out where he stashed it or what's become of it. Sure, that makes sense to me. Even if the police have it in their possession, I'd appreciate you guys going out and checking just to make sure. What do you say, Van? Are we gonna help him? Yeah. Don't worry, we'll take the case. Our first stop should probably be Giacomo's two hideouts that we visited before. We should sift through them and see what we find. I'm sure the guy hit other spots while he was alive, but with any luck, something will turn up and we won't have to go through any more trouble. That makes sense. We already know where the two hideouts are, so we might as well investigate them. Sounds good to me. I can't wait to see you guys do your thing. I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot about being a Spriggan. Once you come to some sort of conclusion, we'll be sure to contact you with whatever news we have. Till then, sit tight. Got you covered. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how much I appreciate it.
Time to start working.
Blacking out blackmail. I think I'll try writing some music here for once. I mainly settled on this place because the other two hardly come here as far as I know. But it's actually pretty relaxing here, so I think I'll just keep hanging out here for a while. Anyway, thanks for handling my request. I, really appreciate it. Family. Secretary Quello. Well, you're stuck with me all day, ladies. I know I've been able to come home more lately, but I still want to make every minute of this holiday count, so I'm spending it all with you two. Aw, that's so sweet, Kaleo. You really don't have to fret so much about us, really. All that constant traveling to and from here must be getting to you. Look at Amiya, she's 6 now. She's doing okay. No, this is about me fretting over you two. I wouldn't have it any other way. The nice thing about getting assigned to the Crossbow Consulate is that it's much easier for me to travel in and out. Much less paperwork. Plus, you're right, Amiya's 6. How could I not come and see my daughter's beautiful little face now that she's growing up so fast? Daddy, I want to see a movie. Okay, sweetheart. Once we're done eating, we'll all go see a movie together.
Alrighty.
I really appreciate my husband coming back home to see us more frequently, but I worry the constant back and forth is wearing him out. Don't get me wrong, it's absolutely better than when he was stationed in Arabonia. You couldn't see him at all while he was out there. I just don't want him to push himself too hard as his wife is all. I work as a diplomat, so it's rare for me to get any time to see my family. On the flip side, it's fun to discover just how much my daughter has grown since I last saw her whenever I come home. Either way, it goes without saying I'll always cherish these chances we have to get together and be whole. I don't really remember when Daddy went to Arabonia, but I remember drawing him a picture. I think all I wanted was to play together as a family once he came back. Him, me, and Mommy. Happy little family. Let's get out of here and move on to the next thingy. Got a few more people to talk to in an event just over here. Golden Blood. Hey, what's that building for? Oh, this is a movie theater. It's where you go to watch movies. It's been a major attraction in this area for a while. Sorry, guess the stuff ain't real common outside Calvert, huh? Have you seen ever seen an Orbital film, Fairy? No, but I think I heard the term once or twice. I don't really get the concept, though. How should we explain it? Ever seen recorded combat footage before? Of course, it's really useful for learning new tactics and reviewing squad movements. Well, imagine a bunch of pieces of footage put together that's all performed by actors. That's a movie. Then a movie theater's where you go to watch movies on really big screens. Ooh, the city is amazing. Didn't realize there was a place here to see tests of strength and duels to the death. I mean, there are movies like that, yeah. We'll have to explain it in more depth later. I really want to see one now. Too bad though, we still have work to do. Hey, when we finish up today? Yeah, I getcha. Yeah, why do I have to come too? If we're going to be a team, we've got to spend time together and get to know one another better. Plus, they happen to be selling some seasonal churros at the concessions area in the theater. The weak spot. What's going on? What do you want? What do you want, Renee?
How many times must I... Oh, I see your second part-timer has joined
Kincaid.
you. My name is Kincaid. I'm an analyst with the CID. If you're working for Van, I expect this won't be our last meeting.
Yes, I suppose so. It's nice to meet you. Harry. Look, I don't want to play the blame game here, but there's no denying the Eisenshield changed course because the CID got in their way. You know that decision ended up costing them their lives, don't you? I do, and in the moment, it was the correct decision to train our personnel, so I won't make any excuses. Still, the Eisenshield weren't strangers. I had unofficial connections with them as well. On a personal level, I deeply lament what happened to the Flame Eater. While words alone cannot make amends for what happened, there's one thing I can disclose. It would seem the group that defeated the Eisenshield were not mafiosos after all. Huh? Now that you mention it, that sadistic bastard mentions something about an old haunt. I think it's safe to say that the group you are referring to and its executive members were involved. While Armada's members all know how to fight, few are combat specialists. Ordinarily, they wouldn't have stood a chance against a capable company of Jaegers like the Eisenshield. This is simply a matter of fact. You're right. Yeah, this has been bothering me too. How'd they do it then? Whomever was deployed to fight the Eisenshield must have been exceptional fighters. And again, I know this information hardly serves as recompense, but for now, this is all I can share. I appreciate you telling us. Anyway, some tells me you didn't just call to apologize. Quite right. I'd like to discuss the work you have been doing for the guild. Oh, you keep an ear to the ground, eh? Why am I not surprised? As you know, we at the CID do not see the guild as our enemy. Granted, our two organizations handle things differently, namely national security and confidentiality. Thus, there are those within our ranks that wish to use your recent partnership as a means to besmirch the guild's reputation. Oh, real rich coming from the department that hires Jaegers for side gigs. That's politics for you. No matter how many get burned, there will always be those who wish to play with fire. However, as the CID as a whole would not stand to benefit with a plan like that. Therefore, I have a proposal. Bounty in the Waterworks. Receive reports of a dangerous monster in the area in Satan Waterworks, Southern Octo, requesting Arcade Solutions to handle this immediately. Okay. Isn't that that monster extermination request? Adios, take me now. It's to be surmised. We'll be sending you tasks just as the guild does. Feel free to handle them however you see fit, and we'll match the rate the guild is giving you. Please sweeten the pot a little, you cheapskate. I'm praying just enough to keep certain voices in the department quiet. And with that, I will bid you adieu. I'm looking forward to a fruitful business relationship with you all. Oh my god, Van is just everybody's errand boy. That fried sadist. It did sound like he was covering for us at least. I got that impression too. Sigh. That's how he gets ya. Waterway under the Satan district, huh? That's a second district, by the way, Fairy. I'm guessing you don't go there often due to the higher than usual governmental presence? You know me too well. I'm in no hurry to head over there. Ain't much, but we can stick it to that jerk for foisting work onto us willy-nilly. Gotta go eventually though, so we'll head over to the Satan district once we finish everything else. Geez, city people have really complicated lives. At least it means I get to fight a bunch of strong monsters. Leave the front line to me. I can take on any foe, big or small. Someone's raring to go. Save some of that fire for the monsters, kid. The main story will advance upon entering the Satan district. Noted.
There's a new movie.
Now, are we able to read the small text in this? Oh my god, it's so incredibly small. I like how I can read the last words. Blood then enters the. That's where it ends. But my god, I wish the text was actually readable. Maybe we'll see it somewhere else, who knows. Hey Agnes, didn't expect to see you here. Who are these two? Oh hi Shingram, this is my boss, Van, and my coworker Fairy. Are you here to watch another movie? You bet. There's a new movie coming out today and I wouldn't miss its premiere for the world. The only problem is it starts really late. I'm not sure what I'll do to pass the time. Maybe I should watch Golden Blood for the 5th time. Or maybe I should just wait for the uncut version everyone's been raving about to come out. What do you think, Agnes? What's your opinion? I don't think you can go wrong either way. You should do whatever you think will be the most fun. People really do like movies, huh? Some people, it's more than just like. They outright love them. Those sort of diehards are called cinephiles. Oh yeah, did you hear the big news on this? The Misseldom Film Festival just got cancelled. But they're planning a different one down south over in Tharbad. Isn't that great? I'm so excited for it. I hope that one actually works out. I'm dying for anything over here. Wow, they're doing something all the way down there too? Huh, I had no idea. Not supposed to be for a little while yet, but yeah, fingers crossed it goes off without a hitch. The more you guys talk about movies, the more curious you're making me. I gotta see one. They're talking about it so much, I am thinking we are going to end up there eventually.
How about some popcorn, huh?
Popcorn, you say? Welcome. Any chance I can interest you in some popcorn? What about a hot dog? You gotta at least get some popcorn. You know they won't even start the movie until everyone has some, right? Oh, really? I had no idea Calvardians did anything like that. It's true. In fact, I'll fill you in on a legal secret. I'm the one who came up with it in the first place. That's right, me. The great thing about popcorn is it's easy to eat and makes less noise and stuff like chips. Ever since I started it, it's taken off like wildfire. It's amazing. Can't believe I'm talking to the man behind all that. Hate to burst your bubble, kiddo, but you can't believe everything you hear. Because I always ate popcorn ever since I started coming to movies as a little brat. And I sure didn't come up with it. Okay, so what if I wasn't the first guy to put popcorn and movies together? Who cares? It doesn't change the fact that popcorn makes any movie you watch at least twice as good. That's not just my opinion either. That's just science.
Hey
Yeah,
there.
science.
What'll it be?
Caramel corn. Hot.
See ya.
Caramel corn's alright.
How about some nice cold ice cream?
Here's the ice cream stand. Hey, you there. I know a person with a sweet tooth when I see one. Let me guess. When you order ice cream, you're the kind of man who can't decide, so he gets both strawberry and chocolate, am I right? That's some scary intuition you got. Right, I was checking the place out because I was in the mood for something sweet. But to be able to tell exactly what I like. In fact, now I'm taking a closer look, your place is exactly what I'm into. How the hell do you do it? That's what happens when you gain true enlightenment in all things sweet. You get a nose for exactly the kinds of things people like. Take your blonde-haired friend there. I've got a hunch she's into vanilla and coconut. And for the little one, oh, is everyone in the city psychic like her? That's amazing. I think it's just her special talent. Most people here don't have her intuition. What can I say? When it comes to what we eat, there's nothing more special than sweets, and people who love them have an aura I can't miss. You got that right. Sweet stuff is what makes life worth living. I can agree with that. I love me sweet shit. They don't have strawberry and chocolate.
Thanks for shopping.
They only have strawberry and apple. Can't forget to consume.
Love me a sugar rush. Love me a sugar rush. Love me a sugar rush.
As he says.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
I am not seeing any big posters, so we cannot read the text. That is sad. It is English text, but backwards.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the
Why would you do this to me?
Why not buy a souvenir?
Late show. It's like, it's so hard to read. But I'm trying my best.
Thank you for your visit today. Well,
Is one of them, does one of them literally say online?
if you have a ticket, please proceed to the entrance.
Alright, let's actually talk to people now. We've wasted time. Welcome to Esprit Cinema. It's my great pleasure to serve you as your guide. I've been working here for 20 years, so I can go into considerable detail about almost anything film-related. You've been working here for that long? So you must have started around when horrible films first started showing. That's right. As a matter of fact, I've been here since the theater itself was first constructed. In those days, films were largely similar to traditional theater, but they now possess a culture of their own. The landscape has changed, too. The big three distributors used to just be United Star, Orion Films, and Kowloon Pictures. But along the way, Vegas Films entered the ring, and since then, we've had a wider variety of films to watch than ever before. Huh. Well, thanks for the crash course in film history, mister. I really want to learn more about movies. I admire your spirit. I suppose they must still feel novel to someone who's not from the Republic. Well, I hope you enjoy the movies. I think you'll find them more than worth your while. The popularity of films has led the industry to hold annual festivals dedicated to them. Sadly, this year's film festival in Messeldom has been cancelled due to extenuating circumstances. However, there's another one in the works which I'm certainly looking forward to seeing. Who are you? I've been coming to this theater for a long time because I can always trust them to show quality films. But as of late, the only movies they show are sleazy films that rely solely on cheap, visceral shocks. It's disgraceful, I'd say. The most deplorable director of all time is that Salvatore Gatti. His rise to fame boggles the mind. Ah yes, shocks. People like horror movies in this era. Welcome to Esprit Cinema. If you're looking to purchase tickets, I'd be more than happy to help you. Wait, so you buy your tickets first and then watch the movie? I never would have guessed. They do that so that you can reserve a seat and also know which auditorium we'll be playing in. Pretty much like hopping on a train. Oh, is this your first time coming to a movie theater, miss? Interesting. I thought films were becoming more common in the Central East. Well, I grew up in a pretty remote place, so I haven't seen any movies before. I heard they like combat recordings. Oh, that's a unique comparison. I suppose that's true in a way. You could think of films as theatrical plays in recorded form. Regardless, we certainly have films that are popular with girls your age, as well as ones that are perfect for first-time moviegoers. If you're not sure what you'd like to watch, please don't hesitate to ask me. I'll be more than happy to give you a recommendation. Awesome! Thanks a bunch, ma'am. I'll take a ticket to the Barbie-Heimer double feature. Golden Blood has proven to be an especially big hit with audiences. It has more than its fair share of racy scenes, but the hard-hitting action and lightning-fast pacing of the story have won scores of people over. Many people have also found themselves drawn to Sober Curious due to the complex inner workings of its main character. The text we saw on the poster is there for a split second, and then a different ad plays. A shame. I love movies that get me all hyped up. That's why I always look forward to seeing Salvatore Gotti's films. It's also why I like horror movies. They're pretty cathartic, as the grown-ups say. The staff only recommend kiddie movies to me. I get why they do, but they're so boring. What's taking Mama so long? Does it really take 30 minutes to use the restroom? All this waiting's making me want to go now, too. The movie doesn't wait for a single person. Okie dokie. Spiral District Waterway. Is our quest going to take us in there? Oh, we gotta topic him. Bam.
Let me ask you something.
Damn, the local Spriggans got business with someone like me? Never imagined I'd cross paths with you guys. What can I do for you? Oh yeah, I recognize this woman. Nice, what can you tell us about her? I work as a talent scout. She's someone I had my eye on for some time. She used to be a fellow regular at my favorite cafe, and we'd run into each other there often. I tried recruiting her twice, but she turned me down both times, said she wasn't interested. I see. Does that mean if we go to the cafe, we should find her? Probably not. She stopped coming about a month ago. I wouldn't pin your hopes on finding her there, unfortunately. Although, in her defense, it's entirely possible she stopped going because of me. Maybe she just wanted to get me out of her hair. Dang, thought we had a good lead. What are we gonna do? Might still want to talk to one of the servers there. They seem like pretty good friends. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to fill you in on whatever happened to her. If you're interested, there is the Macmillan Cafe just over there. I think we'll take you up on that. Thank you for sharing. Have a good rest of your day. At least you came away with something out of that cafe. Goose chase, go. Oh, we have to topic her, don't we? Bam.
Can we talk?
You're asking if I know anything about the woman in that photo? Wait a minute, that's Jessica. You know her? Awesome, that saves us some trouble having to explain things. We've been looking for her. Her older brother, who's estranged, hired us to find her. He has an older brother? I had no idea. I had no idea she had such a complicated family life. How close would you say the two of you are? Pretty close, I'd say. Before I came here, I actually used to work at the Orbital Cafe over by the train station. That's where we first met. We were coworkers and became friends through that. Makes sense. Think we'd maybe find her there if we paid a visit. I doubt it. She quit working there about a month ago. She said she was staying within the city, but it sounded like she decided to move somewhere pretty far. I don't know why, but she must have had some reason for doing it. The way she described it, it seemed like her hands were pretty tied. She was actually a regular here at this cafe. I used to see her all the time. But once it was time to move, she said she wouldn't be able to come back here any longer. I haven't seen her since. And that was that, huh? Talk like that definitely sounds like she had something going on. Yeah, like she wouldn't have moved if she didn't have to leave. That's what I felt. The whole thing really bothered me, but she just smiled and brushed it off, so I chose to let it slide. Looking back on it, I think she tried to do that so I wouldn't worry about her after she left. This is getting pretty complicated. Do you know where she moved to? No, I don't. Sorry, wish I did. All I know is that she's still somewhere in Edith. Actually, you know something? I bet Ilhan over at my old Orbital Cafe might be able to tell you what's going on with her. He's the person who owns it. I think she went to him for advice a lot before she quit. Said his name was Ilhan and he's at the Orbital Cafe? Got it. Thanks for the help. Or the tip. Guess we should go to Station Street next then. Ready to go? Can we, like, fast travel there immediately? There we go. We're being followed.
Is that?
Students.
What's up? Oh, it's Agnes. She must be working today.
A new OSC.
Those two must be the ones she told me about, but she didn't mention that the guy's a total cutie. Oh, I wish I had a fun part-time job like her.
Agnes has a job? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of it?
Besties tell each other everything, you know. What, you jealous?
I'm just concerned about my friend, that's all. So what kind of job is it?
I think she said they investigate stuff for people. And apparently they're helping her look for something while they work. That's all I know, honest.
That's so vague. Are you sure it's not shady?
I assure you there's
it's
nothing
incredibly
to
shady, but she wouldn't tell her.
There you are.
But how can you be so certain?
Hey, Ren.
Do you know something we don't?
You could say that. She came to me about working, and because she performs her duties so admirably, I told her she's free to do what she wants on her days off. But enough about that. Let's finish our business and return to school. I bought some excellent tea for you both to try.
Nice! We've got to grab some scones to go with them.
Hold on! You didn't explain anything!
He's on to it. Yeah, we got a couple little quests here, don't we? The underground ruins and here. Yo, Ilhan. Dang it. There we go.
Let me ask you something.
Hey, mind if we ask some questions? It's about the woman in this photo. We received a request from a young man asking us to look for his estranged sister Jessica. We talked to Lucy about it. She directed us here. Do you happen to know where she might be living at the moment, or how we can get into contact with her? Her brother? Did he give you this photo? If you know anything at all, please tell us. It'd be a big help. I'd love to help you, but unfortunately I don't know where she moved to. Really sorry. I wish it could have been a help. Seriously? I don't think he's being completely honest with us. He might know something else about Jessica that he's not telling us. Let's start from the bottom. I'm a Spriggan, not the police or guild, and I don't do things their way either. We're pretty flexible, really. So, if you're worried about her, why don't you tell us what's going on? It'll probably be easier in the long run. So you know them? It got hard proof, but I got an idea. What's going on? I feel like I'm missing something. I'm not completely sure, but I think I know what Van's getting at. And if he's right, then we can't just keep ignoring this. I know you have your reasons for what you're doing, but if you don't tell us what's going on, then we can't help Jessica. Would you be willing to trust us? That's a good point. Fine, I trust you. But I don't really have a right to talk about it. I think it's better you hear it from the horse's mouth. What do you mean? I'll get in touch with Jessica and see if I can get you guys to meet up. You know what you're doing, so I leave the rest to you. Cool, no problem. Ilhan got in contact with Jessica through his orbital terminal, arranging for her to meet the team at the cafe. Nice. Lucky you, sounds like she's in the area. How about you take a seat and wait for her over there? I'll bring out some drinks. Thanks. Much appreciated. Didn't Jonas say we shouldn't talk to her? Is it really alright for us to meet her without reporting back to him? And so it always pan out in this line of work. And I ain't following his plan if this job turns out to go against my principles. Is this really what Spriggans are like? You do whatever jobs you want. Got an achievement somewhere. Topics. Has been a minute, hasn't it? We continue. Wait for Jessica. Wait for Jessica to arrive here? Yeah, sure, why not? The three of them sat down to wait. A woman arrived before long. It's nice to meet you. My name's Jessica. I take it you're from Arkwright Solutions? I heard about it from Ilhan. That's right. Thanks for coming. Our client gave us a photo of you, and we use that to find you. Okay. I want to go over a few things with you, but let's start with your family. We met with a man who claims to be your brother. He told us quite a fair bit about you. Does any of that ring a bell? Van told Jessica everything that Jonas had told him. I've never heard anything like that at all. I guess my parents could have hidden it from me this whole time. Should it be true, I would understand it if they did, considering how... I'm getting tired. How delicate a matter it is. Okay, next question. You ever got a problem with someone taking photos of you without your consent? How did you know? Yes, well I have. They've even sent photographs they've taken of me directly to my house. Is that why you chose to move away without telling anyone about where? Pretty much. I actually started feeling like I was being followed about a month ago. So we have a stalker situation. The feeling just kept getting worse and worse over time. I was proven right once I started receiving photos and letters to my home address. That's why I asked my boss to help make my move discreet. I didn't feel safe going to the police or guild either for fear that it'd just anger him and make it all worse. Wait a second. The man who claimed to be your brother and gave us this job to begin with. Probably the stalker she's been trying to shake this whole time. He was probably just bullshitting us right from the start so we do a stalking job for him. What? You mentioned you have a photograph. You mentioned you have a photograph of me with you, didn't you? Can I see it? Yeah, it's not a problem. No. How? He's still trying to find me? I thought it'd be over after I moved. It's alright, Jessica. Please try and stay calm. Sorry for upsetting you like that. Still, I guess this confirms our suspicions. Your client here ain't Jessica's brother. He's the stalker who's been making her life miserable lately. I can't believe it. I didn't even realize he was lying. We're on your side here, Jessica. Please don't worry about that. I got an idea here. Why don't you hire me so we can turn the tables on this asshole? What do you mean? We could figure out some shit and probably get it to the police, right? Get him arrested. Must say, you do excellent work, Spriggan. Really quick. I was expecting results, but not this quickly. Now, let's cut to the chase. Where's my sister? Yeah, about that. Just want to ask something before we give you a report. I'll cut to the chase. You've been stalking Jessica, right? Oh my, really? This is all just a misunderstanding. I know I look suspicious snooping around and asking for a woman's place of residence like this, but I can assure you I found that photograph amongst my father's possessions. Do you think I just found a picture of some random woman there? I wouldn't quite call myself a stalker for wanting to find the woman in the photograph. No, you're not related to Jessica. We spoke with Jessica directly on top of verifying her family records at City Hall. We also found that Jessica moved recently because she was being stalked. Took up quite a lot of dirt on you too, buddy. This ain't your first rodeo. You're stalking another woman in a different district, yeah? Got arrested for it too, but they didn't have enough evidence to throw you in the slammer. I made it clear you weren't to approach her. Why did you have to get involved? And what do you care if I'm a stalker or not? You're a Spriggan. Isn't this what you do? Take jobs for people like me? No. That's not... I apologize for lying to you, really. Just felt like it would have made things easier for the both of us if I did. To be clear, I don't plan on harming Jessica at all, not even if I found out her address. Things went poorly with the last one, but I am Jessica's family. Or rather, I will be. I'm destined to become her family. This dude is nuts. I'm eagerly looking forward to doting on my dear little sister. This guy is being really creepy. I'll ask again. Will you tell me Jessica's address? You can name your price. And, well, on behalf of our great solutions, the answer is no. Any sweets will taste sour if I buy them with your damn money. Don't joke with me. Worthless, but fine. I thought something like this might happen. He's got a knife. He's got a knife. Let me handle this. Taken down. Let go, damn you brat. I finally got to do something. You can keep resisting, but I won't let go of you. She moved so fast I couldn't even see her. Great job, Barry. Thanks. So what now? Do we beat some sense into him? I know what I said earlier, but let's not. We don't need to get our hands dirty here. What should we do here, though? Got enough evidence to throw him to the police and let him sort this one out. On the other hand, I've also got plenty of dirt on him. Use it to scare him into never trying anything like this again. Get him arrested. He should not be on the streets. I'll take it easy and make him the police's problem. It's a real piece of work, but even a hardcore stalker like him can learn a good lesson spent in the slammer. Barry, keep him down. I'm gonna report him to the police. Affirmative. Again, I got solid evidence to your stalking. Ran a background check on you too. You work for a real big name company, yeah? Wonder what they'll think when this goes public. Guess that's for me to wonder and for you to find out. Stop pretending you're the good guy. You're also a man of the underworld. Don't you steal Jessica from me. I love you, Jessica. Your man is completely insane. Putting him away is the right thing to do. So, Jonas, the original client, was taken away by the police under suspicion of stalking. You okay, Jessica? You look pale. Yes, I'm fine. Besides, I was the one who wanted to listen in on everything. Again, thank you so much, everyone. I feel like I can finally go back to feeling safe in my day-to-day life again. Hope we can take another trip back to that favorite cafe of yours. You'll be heading to the police to provide testimony after this, correct? Sorry if we caused more trouble for you this way. Please take care of yourself. Oh, right. I'll make sure to forward your fee later. Thanks again, you all, for everything. Man, that one sure was a pain. Feeling all stiff, but I know a loyalty might pick me right back up. I suppose we can make a quick stop after this. What a strange experience. Helping your client that way is unthinkable for a Jaeger. But knowing he's been dealt with makes me feel so much better. I still have a lot to learn about how a Spriggan works. Feel free to take notes if you gotta. I agree with the sentiment. I've learned so much myself already. Alright everyone, let's keep it up and finish up all our other tasks.
All in a day's work.
Hell yeah. Money get. Oh, that's listed as optional. Alrighty. Let's go do the optional quest over here. Probably have to go midway. I believe we're able to just teleport, but I think we should just kill everything on the way outside of battle just to earn money.
I'm on the scene.
Commencing combat. Very well done. Your charge attack is ready for use.
Let's keep moving ahead. Beginning combat.
Very well done.
It's speedy.
Good work, guys. We all in one piece. Get to work.
Your charge attack is ready for use.
Raise Arusha and the flames.
Well then, away
Stay
we go.
alert for ranged attacks.
Looks like the gang's all here. Let's get to work.
0 damage. Yeah, that's being overlooked, I guess, yeah.
We all in one piece.
Very well done. Stay alert for ranged attacks.
Good work, guys. We all in one piece.
Your charge attack is ready for use. Very well done.
Let's get to work.
Let's hurry on ahead.
You almost there yet?
Your charge attack is ready for use. Very well done. Stay alert for ranged attacks.
This could get tricky with so many. Raise Arusha and the flames.
Does the fast forward speed up less when in combat? Alrighty. There's something from the room ahead of us. There's people inside. Several people. Maybe it's Almada? I hope not. Nah, doubt it. Probably just exactly who we want to see here. Let's head in. Hello there, officers. How you liking this spot? Come by here often? Hope you found what you're looking for. I should be asking you that question. What's a punk like you doing in here? And you brought a child along this time. There's a police investigation underway here. Civilians are not allowed on the premises. Oh, come on, don't be like that. I just stopped by on a job. Guess you guys are looking for something too, huh? If you already know, then why are you asking? Not like I'll tell you anything else either. Why don't you go ahead and tell me what kind of job you're taking that brought you back here of all places? This doesn't have to be a questioning, though. I don't mind taking you along to the station for an interview. Voluntarily, of course. Hey, whoa, hold up there. I ain't trying to pick a fight. We got our own business around here. Why do you say I scratch your back and help you look for whatever it is you're trying to find? Who knows, maybe an outsider's perspective will help things along better than you could, Inspector. And of course, we'll tell you about anything we find. No secrets here. I know we're asking for a lot, but please consider making an exception this time. Of course, we won't get in your way, Inspector. I can even go out and clean up the waterway monsters so things are a little safer here. As in, you're going to fight them? You know what, kid? Maybe let me handle this one. Anyway, please. You can trust me a little on this one. If supervision would make you feel better, you can always have someone watch us. You're shameless thinking you'd come in and just ask me to trust you. Like that. And yet, the CID trusts you if ever so slightly. I'd quite like to find out just what about you is worthy of that trust, assuming there's anything at all. Can we go in then? Yes, but if you so much as twitch in a suspicious way, I'll have cuffs on you before you even notice. Let us know if you find anything. Thank you so much, Inspector. Okay, excuse us then. Is there actually anything here? Taco joint poster. Oh boy, tacos. And Saturday sessions. It's a flyer for the taco stand. Come to think of it, I met Giacomo right in front of that taco stand. He mentioned he was a regular there, usually on Wednesdays. Tacos. I could go for a taco right now. I wonder what I should get. The menu's back on the flyer, right? Harry tugged on the taco stand flyer. I can't get it off. It's stuck to the wall, and all I can get to lift is this corner. Wait, hold on. Look, there's something written in the corner here. Is this a code of some sort? Right. Good one there, Farida. Now, let me take a look. What the hell does this mean? It's some kind of cipher, I'm guessing. No, R4, G6, B7, F7, Z1, P8, S10. It's written in tiny letters on the back of the flyer. I have no idea what this means. Yep, no clue either. This one's not going to be an easy one to decipher. We're going to need a key to decipher the code in the first place. Yeah, the taco flyer is a whack place to put a code on. You must have been real hardcore about his tacos to come up with something like this. It did go every week. Yeah. Isn't it nice to see you three having so much fun in our crime scene? Well, did you find anything? I'll remind you that tampering with evidence is a crime punishable by law. But you might just look nice behind bars and in a prison suit. Hey, cool it there. We're just about to show you. Take a look for yourself. Giacomo has some sort of code on here. I do see that something's written, but are you sure it's a code? Sure? No, not until I decode it anyway. Alright. Guess you're not just talk then. Hate to say it, but you did help in our investigation. Nice. If I get to earn a favor from the cops, then that's a win in my book. I found what I was looking for, so we'll be leaving now. Hold up. Don't think you can play me for a fool here. I've got an idea as to what you're after. Let me ask you this. What will you do with it once you find it? Got no idea what you're talking about, Inspector. Don't play coy with me. We're all well aware Giacomo had a thing for collecting information for blackmailing purposes. We've so far been unable to locate said information. It wasn't with any of his possessions. It's a safe assumption on our part that he might have had such info hidden somewhere in the city. That code might very well lead us to at least part of that information once solved. I know what you're on about, so let's not play any games here, Spriggan. Sorry, but I can't go tattling on the client. I've got a job to do here, and my own rules to stick by the Spriggan. I'll have to put my client's wishes first and foremost. Whether it's in the best interest of the police or not, that's not really any of my business. Alright, but I'll be keeping an eye on you, making sure you don't use Giacomo's secrets for anything problematic. You do, and I'll be more than happy to be the one to throw you behind bars. I think that's as much justification as I need. Regardless, thank you for your assistance, Arkwright Solutions. I'll pray to the goddess that you continue being this cooperative with the police in the future. Yeah. I'm sorry for bothering you, and thanks. Thank you for your assistance too, Inspector. Okay, still not sure this code's gonna take us to wherever this blackmail book is, but we gotta keep at it. Nothing else really caught my eye in this hideout. I don't think we're gonna find anything else even if we kept looking. Worst comes to worst, we could still check his other hideout, but it'd be real swell if we could figure things out here. We need a key to solve this, don't we? I didn't see any more hints. I don't know what to do. Maybe we're missing something, like in his hideout or something? There was his sofa, the liquor bottles, several containers. And there's the taco stand flyer where Fairy found the code. Taco stand flyer might be a lead worth looking into. He was real fond of that taco joint. Hell, the code itself was on the flyer. I don't think it's just a coincidence. That's not the kind of guy Giacomo was. He was very cautious. Let's go to the taco stand. Back to Riverside. No comment. We haven't yet found records of the dirt Giacomo had on people among his belongings, so those are still out there somewhere. I would rather that code not have ended up in your hands in the first place, but I appreciate your cooperation all the same. I hope you continue to be cooperative with us in the future, and we don't end up having to put you behind bars. Got it. Let's get out of here.
Off we go.
To the taco stand.
Oh, good stuff right here. The
What's
very
up?
best.
So this is the taco stand from the flyer, right? Yeah, let's see if he's got a clue for the... Let's see if it's got a clue for this code. Oh, they all look really tasty. I can decide what to buy. Hey there, girlie. Menu's right here. Feel free to pick whatever catches your eye. Well, whatever might as well make an order while we're here. Wait, no freaking way. Oh, you're right, so that's what it means. Huh? Did you figure something out? I think the menu itself might be our key. I think it's his favorite order. To find the answer, if you use the portion right after no. On the menu? I don't get it. Why not give it a try? Good chance as any. It's really straightforward if you figure out the trick. Oh, I see. Okay then. I don't like that I'm the only one who hasn't figured it out anyway. I'll give it a shot. The menu is the key to decipher the code then? What came after no? Was R4, G6, B7, F7, Z1, P8, S10. There's 9 items on the menu. The red hot chili taco, green onion taco, and the veggie salad taco. Beef and garlic taco, cheesy taco, and the fiery fish taco. Zesty lemon chicken taco, pulled pork taco, and the shrimp and bean taco. What's the solution? This is what the backlog is for, right? So it would be most likely what? Would it be an order? No, it couldn't be an order because B7, F7. How would it be Horizon? I'm gonna have to load the save, because like this one seems like a ridiculous answer, but I have no fucking idea if it's right or not. Well, they all start with like the different letters, right? So okay, so it is numbers. So R4 hot is the H in hot, G6 would be the O, and so on. Got it, it's Horizon. Start at the first letter and go down each item a number of letters equal to the number and take the letter. Got it. Good job nailing it on the first try. Well done, Fairy. That was easy. But Horizon, huh? Next step is figuring out what that means. The obvious answer would be the horizon, but that may be taking things too literally. Always just ask. Hey, mind if I ask a quick question? What's the first thing that comes to mind if I say the word horizon? Horizon? Oh, I know. Really? What is it? No big deal, really. But first thing that popped in my head was the apartment building across the river. It's called Horizon Heim. The landlord stops by every now and then for some tacos. Hard to forget when they're always complaining about all the vacancies in the building. Got it, thanks to the hint. Someone might have heard the landlord complaining about all the vacancies. If he did, makes sense he'd take advantage of the empty space to hide stuff. Good idea. Wait, there's still some other stops that Giacomo could have used as hiding spots we haven't checked yet. It might be more efficient to check those spots first. Yeah, let's go see this underground place at Station Street you mentioned. Well, as they said, go to the underground ruins, like
Heading
somewhere
to the
here,
objective.
right? Oh, it's all the way at the end? Okay. Open Sesame. Here we are. This is one of Giacomo's old bases. Sure enough, it looks as though the police have already seized everything he left behind here. You never know, it's possible they overlooked something. My thoughts exactly. Let's give this place a good comb over and see if we can find clues to wherever his blackmail book is. It's the candle, isn't it? There's a candelabrum with some candles in it. Nothing appears to be out of the ordinary. I was wondering if you might find some letters written on the candles or something, but it doesn't look like it. Guess I'll just have to look somewhere else. You're supposed to take one of the candles and like pull it down because it's a lever. The group examined the markings on the floor with scrutinous eyes. Nothing appeared to be out of the ordinary. Must have figured writing something on the floor would be too obvious. Let's try somewhere more out of sight. Somewhere people would be likely to overlook. I like that idea. Let's try searching somewhere else then. So we search a hidden wall. Or a hidden compartment in the wall. Is it just me, or does this brick look different? Yeah, looks like it was made with a different kind of clay. Let's try poking around it just in case. Van gave the brick and all those surrounding it a night knock. That one looks different. The one that looks different sounds different too. It was a lot lighter. I've read stories where bricks are used as switches. I wonder if that could be the case here. Only one way to find out. I don't think we can outright remove it, but we can at least shift it around a bit. After moving the brick, they discovered that letters were written upon its surface. Oh look, it's something written on it. It says E203. Suite 203. Let's put it back how it was before we think on it. I think I got it. The other code was no, and if we put them together, it says note, like notebook. You're right. It doesn't necessarily mean that this leads to the book we're looking for, but they are connected. That's a good start. And I can't help but think that the 203 looks like a room number. Perhaps it could be referring to the Horizonheim room 203? Nice job, thinking the same thing. Let's head back to Riverside and see if we're right. Back to Riverside.
Off we go.
All the way over there. Open sesame. So, this is Horizonheim. Here are all our clues. I think room 203 is the most suspicious. Should we go inside it? I was thinking about that, but I don't buy that the Hind spots the building itself. It's too easy. Giacomo was a careful type. I wouldn't have wanted people to see him coming in and out of the building. It must be outside. And what's the 203 about? Figured it's gotta be this, right? Oh, the mailbox. Interesting. The drop slot for 203 is covered by a transparent tape. Yeah, probably because the room's not rented. However, the code suggests that inside our little post box, Van tore the tape off the room 203 mailbox and took out the contents. Knew it. Here it is. So this is the notebook we've been searching for? A worn leather notebook. It certainly looks like it. Yeah, this thing's filled with personal info, photos, and newspaper clippings about all kinds of folk. No question, this is the blackmail material Jess talked about. Where's Jess's page? Ah, here it is. Beneath the blue sky, as you and I sit listening to my strings, it occurs to me that these everyday moments with you mean everything to me. From ever letting you know the truth of my feelings, I shall abstain. More than just friendship locked away in my heart they remain. Though they may overpower me, forever I shall be a part of the flowery man that owns my heart. Is this a poem? No, these are lyrics. Oh, there's a comment. Taken from discarded notebook. These lyrics, though, they're nice and all, but what about this makes them blackmail material? There's a photo here, too. The photo shows Jess entering a business with a man's arm around his shoulder. His expression is guilty and full of shame. At a glance, it looks like he got suckered in by some shop sparker. No, really, all this looks normal. What about this is blackmail? I'm not sure I'm right, but I may have an idea. Did you notice, Van? The song is talking about a man. Do you think that means... Yeah, we're thinking about the same thing. Oh, come on, don't whisper to each other. I want to know what you're talking about. Gotta run this by the client first. We don't got any proof anyway. Let's meet up with them and have them look at the contents of this notebook. This should be interesting.
Off we go.
I should just teleport to the building. Whatever. We're quick enough, we can get over there nice and fast.
Thanks for stopping by.
Mr. Twice. Alright. Took some doing, but we managed to track down Giacomo's little black book. We found the information concerning you on this page here. Did you take a look at and confirm this is what you want gone? Yes, this is it. This is the information about me I absolutely don't want getting out at any cost. Is it alright if I tear out the page and photo and throw them away? Totally. Do whatever you want with them. Yours now. Jess proceeded to tear the notebook page and photograph into fine pieces. Phew, I think I'll rest a little easier knowing that stuff isn't out there anymore. Although, no offense, if I'm being completely honest, I wish you guys hadn't ended up finding out about my circumstances. As for who those lyrics were about, well, I think I have an idea of who it might be. I'll say this, there are plenty of people like you who live out in the open these days. You shouldn't feel like you have to keep that bottled up. Yeah, I know that. It's not like I would really mind if people in society knew who I was. It's not what I'm worried about. I'm more trying not to ruin what I have with my childhood friends, if that makes sense. So if you guys could keep all that to yourselves, I'd really, really appreciate it. He's in love with the dude friend. Got it. Of course, it'd be bad for business if people thought they couldn't trust us with their personal details like that. Absolutely. We promise we'll maintain the strictest confidentiality about your case. I don't really understand what you guys are talking about, but don't worry. We'll never tell anybody about you no matter what. Thank you. I'm sorry if it sounded like I don't trust you guys. I just needed the extra assurance is all. Anyway, you guys can have the notebook back now. I'm not the only one in it, so I really shouldn't be the one to hold on to it. I'll let you guys figure out how to dispose of it if that's okay. No problem. We're more than happy to handle that. I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for doing this. You don't know how relieved I am to have all that behind me. I'll deposit the money into your account soon. See y'all later. Alright, now to take care of that notebook once and for all. The scary thing that notebook is. Are you planning to use it for yourself, Van? No way. Considering how Giacomo must have sourced that info, keeping it would be asking for nothing but trouble. I'm turning it over to the cops. It'll be a good way to get them to owe us a favor, digging up something as valuable as this. It's always give and take with you, Van, isn't it? It's business, baby. From there, the party did exactly as Van suggested, submitting the notebook to the police station as key evidence in the murder case. They asked that it be delivered straight to Inspector Daswani, who would know exactly what to do with it.
All in a day's work.
Love to see it.
Extra SP for figuring out the code. Yay. Gray and Chaos. Okay, how does that tie into Chaos? I don't get it. Well, I guess, because we technically got rid of some quote-unquote blackmail evidence, even though it's not criminally incriminating. That's the last of the 4 SPGs. Can't smell anything out of place now. This be a good time for a break, then we could take it easy after that. One additional free time point was added. Yay. Time Lord. Completed 4 SPG. All 4 SPGs can be done within a specific time. Cool.
Confirming schedule.
Let's hang out with Yums. Van's group decided to take a short break. Everyone split up so they could spend their free time as they pleased. Thank you for helping out, Van. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Hey, no problem. That's what neighbors are for. I know you've got a lot to buy and could use a helping hand. I'm always happy to help. Can I go with you guys? I want to come too. Alright, but you have to help us if you're going to come, okay? Don't go wandering off. Yeah, okay, yay, shopping! We're gonna go shopping! We got a few places to visit today. First... So our free time is a shopping trip. I gave you a bit of a loyal customer discount, Paulette. Thank you for always shopping here. Ben, I trust you're not going to make her carry it all the way back to the restaurant, right? Be a gentleman. I am. That's what I'm here for. Oh, you didn't have to do that, Brenda. You already gave Hume that candy the last time we came here. Oh, so yummy. Thank you so much. You're so polite for your age, Hume. I'm impressed. Is it Hume or Yume? I think it's Yume. And don't you worry about it, Paulette. This is just my way of showing you thanks for making this neighborhood a better place to live in. I mean, just think about how long you've been coming here. Since before you left home, really. Though I guess you've been working at Montmar for a while now. Hope you haven't gotten bored. I don't think I could. I grew up with just Dad around, so it's always been home for me. Him and his cooking wouldn't give that up for anything. A pleasure doing business with you as always. I'll throw in some seasonal fruits from Orid on the house. Hope you enjoy them. Ooh, these look really tasty. I appreciate the offer, but I couldn't possibly take these without paying for them. Of course you can. Think of it as a loyalty bonus. I'd also like to spoil my favorite little Yume. Yay, I'm her favorite! Oh, pipe down or kill my eardrums here. Children are just so full of energy, aren't they? I remember when you returned with her in your arms all those years ago. I was quite worried back then. Huh? But I see now there was no cause for concern. You've got a good head on your shoulders, and you're strong of spirit as well. I imagine I got the former from my mom and the latter from my dad. What happened to her mom? They continued their shopping spree for a while longer after making their way back to Old Town. Grandpa, I'm back! Hey, there's my little Yume. Aren't you going to ask? About her and me, I mean. You must realize by now we're not the most ordinary family, right? I can't imagine you of all people wouldn't have noticed. Hey, what kind of guy do you take me for? Not that insensitive. I know better than to go sniffing around a woman's private business. I didn't mean it like that. We've just known each other for a long time now. I feel a little bad keeping things from you. Nah, don't be. There's nothing to feel sorry about. If you want, you could just think of me as repaying the favor. You guys didn't grill me for details when I first rented out the floor above yours. There was no questions asked, and I really appreciated that. I'm not gonna go digging into someone's personal affairs if they don't offer the info up first. Call it a personal policy. Right. I've always known you to be a rather discreet and considerate man. Thank you so much, Van. I'm just doing what any decent guy should. But if it makes a pretty woman like you happy, I ain't gonna complain. I was talking about our errand running just now. Were you? Well, I'll take your word for it. Mommy, Ben, what are you doing? Come on. We're coming, sweetie. We'll have time before you have to return to work. Let me brew you some coffee on the house. Never gonna say no to that. After the brief coffee break, Ben reunited with the others and resumed work. We have to go back there anyway to actually do some cooking. We got Van's maximum HP up 100. Cool. Alright, let's
confirming schedule.
Go back. We'll go back to Old Town so we can make some food, right? This could cook at Arcade Solutions, right? Actually, we have to go back down to the main floor because Boss Man collects recipes. What's up? Do we have to, like, select a thing, or... Levy Hot Pot add to the menu. Already. There we are. So we have to buy these from stores, and then he'll have them. Got it.
Be seeing you.
Well...
So it's not cooked recipes. Exactly. Here we are. Alright, let's make samosas.
Got it! I'll try my hardest. I did a taste test first.
Cooking done. Now we consume.
Whew, I am stuffed.
And we should turn in the quest while we're at it.
Gotta keep this up.
51. We need 60 to get to the next rank.
Okay.
Let's see. We want to go to the Hyrule district
Then let's head over.
because there is an extra area over here, the waterway. Although they may turn us away, we need to go there to find out. Oh, the door's locked.
Confirming schedule.
All right then. So for
Confirming
SPG1,
schedule.
what does that mean? Bounty in the Water War.
Objective set.
See? New movie.
So I guess they're both over there, right? So Fate and Waterworks. So yeah, that's the final quest. Let's move. And we'll call it soon. Okay, we've wrapped up all their work here. Suppose it's time to go handle the CID's job. If you choose to proceed, the main story will advance. When this happens, you will no longer be able to move freely around town. You've already bought everything. What else is there to do? This is the Satan district. Our target's in the waterways underneath here. Oh, the air here is so different from the other districts. Very businessy. Well, a lot of government bodies and big companies work out here, and that smell is called air pollution. There's a large police station over there that no doubt contributes too. The hotel over to our left is really famous and regularly hosts important visitors from abroad. Oh, interesting. You sure know a lot about this area, Agnes. Well, I do live here. I'd say it's natural to know a lot about the city you live in. So where are we supposed to enter the underground waterway? The entrance should be under that bridge over there. It's past 3, so it's getting late. That, and we weren't exactly planning to look around this area. So let's just head straight over. That's cheating. I want to talk to people. Here we are. This does look like the spot. So we're busting the door down since it's locked? No, put that away. You've been given the code to open it. I think I should input it here. Okay, come on. Yeah, we don't have a door handle to kind of waggle around. That water is very unrealistic. It's a perfect arch. Oh, I guess technically water does make a perfect arch, but it still looks quite clean for a sewer. What a gloomy passageway. If I had to guess, it must be 20 to 30 years old. Yeah, doesn't look like many folk come down through here. Meaning, we may run into some real nasty monsters. Well, we should really be careful then. I'm feeling pumped already. Me too. Wait, what? Nothing makes a warrior feel more alive than a tough battle. I think I get what you mean. Keep on practice and you'll get rusty in no time. I see. Same goes for dancers, performers, and the like. Slack off for too long and you'll be off your game when you need it the most. Your heart and body just won't be in it. I suppose that makes sense. Also, make sure you pace yourselves in here. Gotta save some strength for the biggin we're after. I'm raring to go. You even hear a word I just said? No, she did not.
So soothing.
Shall we examine some of the monsters here?
Commencing combat. Your charge attack is ready for use.
Hit me. There we go.
Initiating
Let's
attack.
finish the job. Have some more.
That was easy.
Have some more.
with this.
So it's level
Nice job,
15,
Anya.
so we're actually at level for these guys.
Yeah, right there. Ooh, a treasure chest.
Let's get to work.
Your charge attack is ready for use.
There we go.
Let's finish the job.
Energy output maximum. Activating skill.
I don't think that'll kill anybody.
Boost gauge limit
Or kill one of
increased.
them.
Activating skill.
Sucker. A chance.
There we go.
Pain.
You'll pay.
Activating skill. Now.
All you on, yes.
Grant the light. White needle.
Thanks, pal.
Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Now. We're down. There. Now.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You kick
Horse
butt,
emblem.
man.
Some crit.
Boost gauge at maximum level.
Let's clean out this bend and we'll call it.
You so
I am
obsessed.
exhausted.
Go, go, go. I'm fired up.
She's just a giant ball of energy, ain't she?
Yes, she is. And a very dependable ball of energy at that.
This is your chance for a shard boost. Energy output at maximum.
This'll hurt.
Activating skill.
There's like a thing for using
Boost gauge
SPs,
limit
right?
increased.
Oh, hello.
Grant the light.
If he wants to hurt us, he's gonna have to get over here.
A chance. Take that. Take this. My move now.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
Hit him fast, Barry.
Activating skill.
There we go. A chance.
Activating skill.
They're stunned.
Sucker.
Lucky.
A chance.
Now.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You're a true professional, then. I'm on it. Huh? There.
Charge attack available.
Got you. There. Go. We're down now. Following the first two. There. Give him your all. Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
There he goes.
Nice. That went great.
You kick butt, man.
Alright. We did a lot today. Mostly talking. But we got it out of the way, and that's the important part. My voice is just dying right now. So, that'll be it for tonight. So, until next time, have a good night.